Yo, what is going on, guys? It is the DFS Shark. We got another day of some NBA hoops, and we got a full slate of baseball today. Today's video is going to be about NBA. So when there's at least a minimum of 4 games, I'm going to make videos on NBA. When there's less than 4 games, I'm going to just stick to baseball. Either way, I'm going to throw those plays in the Discord. And whatever video I make, I'm going to throw those top 2 plays in there so you can get them early. And lock those in. But as always, guys, y'all watch these videos, you like these breakdowns, and make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted as soon as these breakdown videos drop. I'm dropping videos like this every single morning, usually around like 8 to 9 to 10 sometime in the morning there. But like I mentioned, if you want these free plays even sooner so these lines don't get bumped, removed, changed like Prizepicks be doing, they be snatching these lines off, they be bumping them up and down. Join the Discord. It is free to join. The link is going to be in the description of this video, and I'll also throw it in the comments to make it easier for you. So let's slide into yesterday's plays, and the plays we went over in the video. It was MLB yesterday. You can see we cashed here on the double. We had Mitch Keller under. We had the Dakota Hudson under. And as I mentioned, man, I like unders in baseball. Pitching strikeouts, if you can find a pitcher that doesn't strike out a lot of people, you can find a good team that can put the ball in play. They have a good combo for that day, right at the solid line. Dakota Hudson's a pitcher who hardly strikes out batters, so that was a very solid matchup in Colorado. They were hitting him around, beating him around pretty bad. So we were able to cash that. We just missed our 10x here, honestly. We hit those two right. Trevor Williams got a late strikeout in the game, then they ended up pulling him right after that, so that hurt us. And then Jose Ramirez ended up striking out in his last at bat, I think like in the 7th inning on a fastball right down the middle, which he never misses. So that was a bad beat. Corey Lee didn't even strike out at all. He was putting in the play. He had like 2 hits, so he had a solid game. But I'm not going to complain about a winning day. So we cashed on the double and we cashed on the 5-man slip, so I would take that. If y'all guys are looking to get started on Prizepicks, drop in this promo code here. They're going to match you up to 100% match deposit. Same with Chalkboard. Drop in this code SHARK. They're going to do the same. Chalkboard's running all kinds of specials every single day, especially for these NBA playoffs. So you want to take advantage of that. After you do either of these, send me a message in the Discord, and I'm going to set you up for 30 days on the premium. Let's slide into the Discord here. If you're not in here, join the Discord. Like I said, the link will be in the comments. Go to the free play section here. This is where I post all of my free plays every single day. You can see this is the line we hit on yesterday. I posted this before game time. And if you want to take things to the next level, consider joining the premium. If you go here yesterday, we had a big day. We were just missing a 10x. So we've hit now over the last probably 8 to 9 days, we've cashed 3 10x's, and we have 1 pending today, right? So here's the play I gave away in the premium yesterday. It was a 5-man slip. The only one we need to hit is Bam under 10.5 rebounds, right? But we hit on all these other plays, so we cashed there. We're hitting another 10x. We've been crushing it in the Discord. And then we got Mobley and Porter. We threw that in a separate double. And as you can see here, we cashed on the MLB slips as well. So if you're in the Discord, go to join premium here. You can learn more about the premium plays, what it has to offer, or to make it even more simple, just go to the dfsshark.com. This is my website. You can learn more about the plays, more about the premium. You can see some testimonials for some others who are cashing in here as well. But let's dive into the plays. Let's get into the good stuff here. So let's go to the optimizer here. Let's hit that refresh button, see what it's got for us. So this is a play I saw this morning. DeLon Wright on the Heat, right? They got him under 2.5 rebounds. So that's an interesting play. I didn't dive too deep into it. Players like DeLon Wright, he's probably going to get extended minutes because of Butler. But for me to take the under right now, it's kind of like, you know, with those extended minutes, that line being so low, that's probably one I'm just going to avoid entirely. Bobby Portis over 12.5 rebounds and assists here. So 2 solid plays. You got Haywood Highsmith under 6.5 points. Another one of those players where you got to kind of look at what he's done without Jimmy Butler in the lineup, right? Because that could play a big deal. That's a major factor when it comes to these Heat players, right? A player I do like on the Heat today is Jovic, though. Nikola Jovic. I can't remember what we had another line on him. I think it was points and assists, but he's a solid play for today. So these are some top plays. You want to throw this in your 5-man or 6-man slip. Drop in that code SHARK at checkout on DGF. They're going to hook you up for 25% off your first month. Let's dive into these plays. First, we're going to start with my double. We're going to start with my first top 2 plays, throwing these in a 2-man slip together, and then we're going to go over my top 5 plays with those 2-mans in the slip as well. Remember, take advantage of this Jokic discount. If you haven't yet, they give you a max of $25, so use all $25 if you can. If you have a 5-man slip, just go ahead and throw that on the back end of that 5-man slip and turn it into a 25x slip. So we're going first play. We're going the man himself, Uncle Drew. We're going Kyrie Irving. The line I'm liking is rebounds and assists over 8.5 here. You can see he has a star as well. So I believe if we hit 5 for 5 or even 2 for 2 on this slip, you get a boosted payout with the star players. So that helps, to get a boosted payout here. I'm not exactly sure what that payout is, but let's dive into Kyrie Irving. So first of all, looking at the 4-game slate, 2 of the matchups that really stand out to me is the Mavericks, Clippers, and the Pacers and Bucks. Because I'm looking at the total here, especially this game, Pacers and Bucks, I like this one, but I'm really targeting this line. In this lineup, I'm really targeting this game here with some players because it's going to be a fast-paced game, I think. The Mavericks are going to be scoring, the Clippers are going to be scoring, so there'll be a lot going on. Let's dive into the numbers here. Kyrie Irving, go to his last 5, right? At 60%, last 10, 50%, last 20, 60. One thing that stood out to me with Irving on this play was his head-to-head matchups versus them, right? So this is going back to last season, but they had 2 matchups back in November, and he hit both of these plays here on the Clippers right at 9, right? But the interesting thing here is he played, 28 and 32 minutes here. So I expect him to play a lot more minutes in playoff basketball. They sat him the last 2 games of the season just to make sure he doesn't have any limitations on him. And the coach has already said he's good to go. So I expect Irving to, play 35+ minutes. That's what these players play for all year. They play for the playoffs. So when come playoffs, man, these guys are out there playing a whole third and fourth quarter, which I saw with DeJounte Murray the other day, pretty much stayed in the whole game. So I expect the same from Irving, right? I expect the same from Irving. I expect him to get everyone involved in this game. Luka, we do have a play coming up on Gafford that I'm pretty much doing as a correlation play with this one. But for the year, he's hit this line at 64% of the time, right? At 10.16. And this is with his minutes being lower, right? So if we go to narrow this down, first of all, let's see for the year how much he averaged in minutes. So he averaged about 35 minutes. That's pretty solid for an average. But if you go to the games where he's at least played 35 minutes, which most likely, this is a close game tonight, Irving is going to play over 35 minutes, right? So a minimum of 35 minutes. He's hit this line 60% of the time here, which is very solid for us. You can see here, he's gone way over this line multiple times with games of 18, 16, 16. So I like this line a lot from Irving. I think he can get it going. If we go look at the injuries, Hardaway is a game-time decision. We got Greg Brown out. Leonard is a game-time decision. So Kyrie Irving, that's going to be my first play. Slide over to RotoWire, see what they have him at. If you go to his rebounds and assists, you add that up, you got about like 10 something. So RotoWire has him going above this line here, man. So I'm seeing solid value on this play here. So next line we're going to be going on is Zubac. Right, the line I'm liking is points and assists over 12.5. They still have this line here, which is good. So Zubac's a player. He's either on your good side or on your bad side all year, right? He's one of those players for me. I would say if I had to guess, I probably had 5 or 6 plays on him all season. I probably hit about 4 out of those 6, right? He's one of those players, he's not going to absolutely crush the line, but when he wins, he's going to win usually like that last 6 minutes, what it seems like every single time I've played him. All right, but let's go to his line. Let's see what he's got. So looking at this line, over his last 5, he's gone over this 80% of the time. So he's been hot lately. And the thing I like seeing about over this last 5 is he's averaging 14.6, but he did this against some solid defenses as well. You can see he had 15 here against Denver. He had 15 here against Cleveland, and then 19 against Phoenix. So these are all playoff teams. These are all solid defenses with solid big men. You got Jokic, you got Nurkic, you got Jared Allen here. So some solid players in their lineups, right? So Zubac has been getting it done, even playing against them. Looking at his last 10, he's averaging 14.9 at 70%. His last 20, 55% at 13.2. And head-to-head, so this is not looking good. It's looking at all these reds right off the bat, right? But also Zubac wasn't playing as much minutes. I mean, right here, he did play heavy minutes. Couldn't hit that line, but right here, he hardly had any. So looking at this matchup here for this year, right, back in November, he hit this line. He missed here, and then he missed here, but he only missed by the hook, basically. And what I'm looking at with Zubac, with the playoffs coming up, for the season, he's averaging 24 points a game. I expect him to jump up more on that minutes per game if you kind of alter his line here, right? So like I said, let's go back down. You want to kind of look at these things when you're looking at these plays, right? 26.4 is what he's averaging for the year, and he's at 51% for the year. I expect Zubac to play, minimum, let's say minimum he plays 28. So in games where he's played 28 minutes at least, he's hit this line 70% of the time. So that extra minute or two is big for Zubac when it comes to this line. And if we can get him at 30 plus minutes, he played 30 plus minutes 16 games this season, and he hit that 81% of the time. So a solid play here on Zubac, especially with the most likely the increase in minutes with the playoffs. Hopefully he stays out of foul trouble. But I'm liking Zubac here. I'm liking him coming in, getting some early points for us. He doesn't get a lot of assists, averaging like 1.60 a game. But there is games where he can sneak, 2 or 3 assists in, which will be huge for us if he's able to do that, which is why I'm on this line instead of the points. If you slide over here to RotoWire, rebounds and assists, you add this up, you got about 13.2. So Zubac, solid play here. They got him going over this line as well. Rolling with these two, and then the next 3 plays we're going to be rolling with. So the way I do my lineups is I take 1 unit. For me on Prizepicks, it's usually like 35 to 40 bucks for 1 unit. So I'm going to take 60% of that. I'm going to throw it on the 5-man slip. And then 40% of that unit, I'm going to take and throw on the 2-man. So if I hit on the 2-man, I'm cashing for that lineup. But that also means I have a chance to really 10x my money there. So it's one of those things that can save you, that can minimize you some nights, but also some nights it can maximize your bankroll. And I go over this strategy in the Discord, in the premium. Some people run with the strategy, some people kind of do their own thing. So it all depends. This is what I like rolling with. And so next play we're going to be going is going to be Gafford. The line I'm liking is points and rebounds over 15.5. Right, so Gafford has been a force since he's gone to the Mavericks. Like I said, this should be a high-scoring game. Gafford's going to get his right now. I like Irvin on these assists, correlating with Gafford here. Hopefully he can throw him in some assists here. I like Gafford getting some boards, getting involved early, right? Like get the big man early. It's going to be a battle between these two. Hopefully both of these two guys stay out of foul trouble. So the last thing we need is one of them getting in foul trouble early and getting pulled early. But Gafford's solid play I'm liking here at 15.5 on the points and rebounds. Another play I'm liking is like I said, on this Bucks and Pacers game, man, high total there. There's going to be some points scored. Player that's been coming through for me recently has been Nembhard, and he's been pretty consistent recently as well. So I was surprised to see his line. I feel like this line's a little low. I feel like it should probably at least be 12, maybe 13, but points and assists is the line I'm liking here on Nembhard. I feel like we're getting really good value on this line on a high total. It's going to be a lot of points scored. So he can be involved in that with whether it's points or assists. So we're rolling with Nembhard on the over here. Normally, if you watch my videos, you can see I'm an under guy. For MLB, I'm mainly unders. Like you're going to see unders probably 70 to 80% of the time. But basketball, I do like finding values. There's a lot of values, good values I was finding on the board today with some overs, right? Normally basketball, I'm probably like a 50-50 split between overs and unders. But a lot of good overs here that I'm seeing. And for the last play, we're going to be going on an under. We're going to be going Middleton. I'm going under on his rebounds. Under 6.5 is the line I was able to get. Let's see if we can find that line here. Yep, under 6.5. So all the lines are actually here, which is crazy for a change. But you can see consistently he's been going under this line. Not been getting it done. And even against the Indiana in his last couple games, he's gone under this as well. So in the playoffs, you want to really look at head-to-head matchups, how they played that team during the season. And we're getting a good value here at 6.5 rebounds on Middleton. These are going to be my 5 plays, man. If y'all want to follow me, go ahead and lock these in. These are all still on the board. So if you're catching this, hopefully they're still there. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Like I said, dropping either of these codes are going to hook you up 100% match deposit bonus. We are shooting for that 10x today in the NBA. I want to hit my first 10x in the playoffs. We have one pending today. If Bam can hit that under, and hopefully we can cash here on this 10x as well. But I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, hits that likes, drop me some comments. It really helps me grow the channel and push it out to a bigger audience, because the main goal of this channel is for us to beat these books together, and not just for me to hand you plays and just give you plays and you not know why you're playing it, right? My goal is to give you a play and give you the confidence to put that play in, give you analysis, stats, whatever edge we're looking at for that day, I want you to feel confident putting in that play. But that's what we're going to be rolling with today. I hope y'all enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy some basketball, some hoops going on. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Take care.